thank you so much for joining me on another episode of Why I Love Flagler County, your local podcast interviewing residents, Flagler businesses, and small businesses on why they love being in Flagler, running their business in Flagler, and all of the above. So today I'm joined with my guest, Gina. Thank you so much, Gina, for coming on and sharing a few minutes with me. I really appreciate it.
Yes, of course. I do anything for the Flagler community. It's exciting.
Yes, I'm so excited because she was just sharing before we started recording some really amazing things that I'll kind of let her go into. But she was telling me how, so she's been in Florida for about 2.5, almost 3-ish years, is what I'm assuming. She's from New York slash LA because she used to be a makeup artist for about 10 years. She told me she did like a bunch of MTV, BET music videos, which is so crazy. That's awesome. And now she has this really cool on the go massage
It's a
spa like van,
lot.
like a
Yeah.
mobile bus. Yeah, okay. So she can go to like your bridal showers, things like that, and glam you up as she is looking amazing right now.
Well, get glammed up because I'm showing the whole experience. So I'm like, I have to represent what I sell. So
Of course, which makes so
yeah.
much sense. So, Gina, thank you so much for coming on and sharing with
Yeah.
me. So, I appreciate it. So, I'll let you kind of introduce yourself and kind of have you tell a little bit on what you were telling me before we hit recording, because I think there are a lot of great things in there.
Yes, definitely. So what we were talking about prior to the recording is that I was a makeup artist prior to being a massage therapist. I did MTV BET music videos in LA. And then around 2015, I decided to just step away a little bit from makeup artistry and the industry and go into something more holistic and spiritual and therapeutic. So I became a massage therapist after I had my son about 10 years ago now. And I decided when I moved to Flagler in 2020, because of the pandemic shutdown, in order to provide a wonderful business, because I knew a lot of the country was shut down, I decided to create a mobile beauty spa so I can travel to location. And it was kind of like almost like social distancing because at the time we had to wear masks and everything. So I was able to still have my business going even through the shutdown and everything. So it actually worked out for me in a way. And then I brought my business to Flagler. My family, some of my parents retired here in Flagler Beach, so I decided to relocate after the 2020 pandemic, and I've just been practicing my business out here and networking and meeting people. And I'm always open to expand my network and meet more new clients, and that's why we're here today.
That's so cool. Is it okay if you like, are you allowed to just tell like some of the music videos you worked on just out of curiosity? Don't have to be super long, like one or two.
Is I actually worked on The Dream in 2012, a music video that he did about
Oh.
ex Christina Milian.
Oh,
So I did
wow.
it for some of like the models in the video. So that one was a really good one. And
Yeah.
I Ken and Kel, it's they're from the Disney. I did his makeup for a movie in LA. And also I'm not really too familiar with the show, but it's a show, hospital show. I,
Oh, like General Hospital or something?
yes, I did the
Oh,
makeup.
okay.
Yeah, some of the makeup in LA. So that was in 2012, and that was a really good experience. Met a lot of celebrities, and I was in the Hollywood Hills, and I lived in Beverly Hills at the time. And it was just a good experience. Um,
Yeah.
them and like just be so close in contact because I lived in Beverly Hills, so I was seeing celebrities every day, like Holly Berry. I've seen her
Oh,
be in the
wow.
yeah, so I'm very familiar with the celebrities in LA. And then in New York, I did New York Fashion Week. In
Okay.
20, so I've seen Beyonce in person, like right in front of me. I was
Wow. That's
yeah,
crazy.
I met a lot of celebrities. Jadakiss, we hung out. Just a lot of I've met quite a few celebrities. I mean, it doesn't really like I'm so used to seeing them, so it's
Right.
kind of like
Yeah. No, that makes total sense for
um.
you. Mm-hmm.
But since I moved to Flagler, I'm trying to network and meet the locals here. Um, and it's definitely different. It's a different culture than LA and so trying to get with the rhythm here. So that's why I joined the business networking group in order to kind of assimilate to the culture here a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of
That's no, that's super cool. And that's a great
yeah,
lead into my next question is I'd love to know like I mean, obviously, when you're a makeup artist in, like New York Fashion Week and LA and places
yeah,
like that, and not that I have intimate knowledge on how to do these things, but you're kind of told what to do, right? For like you're kind of directed on where to go, you have
yeah.
someone helping you with the jobs, but now you own your own business. What has been like any glaring differences? Like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize these were the things I had to think about now. I didn't realize I was going to have to learn this and things like that.
It's so true because when I bought it's my first ever Mercedes-Benz Sprinter. It's just like little things like oil changes and because when you have a storefront, you're not thinking of something moving.
Right.
Tire, make tires are good and like, making sure like the inside has beautiful lighting and the music is playing. Like a lot of other variables that I didn't think about earlier in my career because I didn't have a mobile beauty spa. So there's just like a lot of technical things right now in my life, like behind.
Yeah. Oh my
Um,
gosh, yeah. No, I'm dealing with like the same thing and like there are just so many things that I never had to think about before when I do like work for other people. But now I'm like, wait, I need like a process. Like I need from like
yeah,
point A to point B from like the morning I
yeah,
wake up to when I go to bed. I have everything like some type of planned out so I can make sure my day is productive, as all good days should be.
for sure, for sure. I'm
Yeah.
so glad that we're meeting because I feel like a kindred spirit with you.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear.
I
Yeah.
your own thing, and I am too with my own mobile beauty spa. I never had that before,
Yeah, and
so
that's such a unique concept too. How did you like well, I mean, you kind of did talk about like how it came up to you, but like do you get people like asking you questions like what is this? Like what do you do?
yeah.
What is it that we can
What
do?
huge bus outside. And I was like, oh, it's not a tour bus. It's a beauty spa where it has like a massage table, it has hot stone machine, it has hot towel machine, it has essential oils. I have a little makeup station where I could do your hair and makeup. So it's kind of all encompassing of everything I do in a mobile unit. And the reason why I even got the idea, obviously the 2020 pandemic with the shutdown and the social distancing, but beside that, I travel a lot where I was going to LA and New York, and now I'm living in Florida. So I'm thinking eventually I want to do this like all over the United States, like maybe a few months in New York where I have my
Right.
glam and a few months in Florida. That's like my long-term goals on my new track of what I'm trying to do. But right now, I'm still building myself in Florida, in Central Florida, and seeing where it goes from here. But
Yeah, that's so cool. And I think that's awesome that you have
yeah.
that goal. And I mean, you've already kind of been in those spaces, so for you to go back would it would
Oh
make
yeah,
sense because
it
you're
would be
like, yeah,
arms to take me.
yeah.
Yes, for
Yeah, it like going back to your hometown, going back to your childhood house. It's like, yeah, I know those places inside and out. So when I come back, it's gonna be like kind of it might be a small adjustment, but it's gonna be kind of like you never left, which is really cool.
and
Um,
I love feeling home wherever I go. I am a very how do I say family oriented person.
mhm.
Um, so everywhere where I go, I almost make like a family friend network. And so I make it work for myself. And I like feeling like I have a home away from home.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, as anyone, I mean, yeah, totally. Because my family, so I'm from up north, I'm from Michigan,
Oh,
but my family used to, what's it called, snowbird a lot down here. So I got, and my dad loves to travel. So we wouldn't stay
yeah.
too long in any place, but a few weeks here and there. So I'm just like so used to the feeling of like, all right, we're gonna go somewhere else now. We're gonna have fun somewhere else. We're gonna go to this other like place in California and Utah. I don't know, like random places that he wanted to go and see.
It's just to like experience different people and different cultures. I feel like that's so exciting to me.
Yeah.
I don't like to get stuck in one place too long because I
Right.
feel like I want to explore. I'm an explorer. I don't know. I'm Aquarius, so I'm very free spirited, and
Mhm.
I'm like I need to explore and just venture out and
Yeah.
try things. So
Definitely. Like, there's just still so much to do, even in the States, if you stay in the
yeah,
States, but then there's just like an entire whole world out there that I would love to see one day and just see all the different cultures and how other people live. And, I've been out of the country a few times, like to Mexico and to India a handful of times because my family's still in India. So it's like just really cool to step out of your home for a little bit and go somewhere else.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Awesome. Well, this has been really fun so far, and I feel like we could
I
go on for like hours. Like it barely doesn't even register. It's
I
been
like interview. It's like
it doesn't even register in my brain that it's been 15 minutes. Like it feels like it's been like 10 seconds, but also 3 hours. It's been so great. Yeah, I'd love for you to share like what are some ways that people can get in contact with you, learn more about your bus, where they can book you
yeah.
and places like that.
So right now I have Instagram, Facebook Revive Studio Spa, and then I'm on Booksy as Revive Studio Spa. And yeah, that's about it. Or Getglamwithgina at gmail.com. If they're trying to book a private appointment, just email me.
Perfect. So I'll make sure I have all that information in the description so people can click on those a little bit easier and learn more about the amazing work that you do that you are clearly very showing us right now, which I think is awesome. You look great. I feel like
Thank
I'm like understated now. Like, oh my gosh, what do I do?
Little time before the interview.
Well, again, thank you so much, Gina. This has
All
been a
right.
total blast. I really appreciate it. I'm so glad we were able to meet through the BNI and through all the local places because it's just like that's the whole point of
Yeah.
having a community is being able to meet new people and share new experiences and have fun together.
Yes. I can't wait to see you again in person.
Yes. Yeah.
I hang out. All
Well, thank you guys so much for joining
right.
me on another episode. I appreciate it. And thank you, Gina, for being my guest today. And I will see you all next time.
Bye.